Hello again. I am live again. This time I wanted to tell you about how much of a blast I had at the book launch that just happened, the book relaunch, double book relaunch this past Saturday. I will put a link to the replay that's on YouTube in case you missed it. Yeah, or even if you want to revisit. Sometimes it's fun to do that because, the kids might be just most interested in the reading parts. And of course, then that way you can skip the rest and just let the kids enjoy the reading of each book. Sloth the Lazy Dragon and Myrrh the Christmas Bat. So this week, because I continue my 13 horrifically silly days of Halloween, I don't have quite as much time to dedicate to lives that I usually do the week after my book launch. So I wanted to spend basically today talking about something to do with Myrrh the Christmas Bat. I'll be back on Wednesday to talk about something to do with Sloth the Lazy Dragon. Oh yes, by the way, let me know if you're watching the live or the replay in the comments. If you don't mind, just type live or replay in there. And of course, if you have any questions, let me know. I will get back to you, no problem. Okay, so there's a bit of educational content that I include in Myrrh the Christmas Bat right after the story. It has nothing to do with Christmas. Rather, it's just a bit of information about something that is called white nose syndrome. It's a fungal disease that's currently affecting bats in North America. The blurb in the book I will just read really quick here for you. Once the most common bat species throughout most states and provinces, the little brown bat is now in serious trouble. White nose syndrome is a deadly disease that's wiping out colonies all over eastern North America. You can help by supporting your local wildlife centers and conservation projects that identify critical habitats. Track white nose syndrome, lost my place, install and clean bat houses, survey bat populations, and spread this knowledge across North America to help prevent the spread of the disease. Okay, so I went to the site whitenosesyndrome.org to get some information during my research about white nose syndrome, and I wanted to share some of that with you. Again, that's whitenosesyndrome.org. I will also put that in the comments so you can check it out as well. So from their site, what is white nose syndrome? Okay, white nose syndrome, WNS, is a disease that affects hibernating bats and is caused by a fungus, Pseudogymnoascus destructans, or PD for short, which is what we're going to be calling it from now on. I don't know how much I butchered that. Sometimes PD looks like a white fuzz on a bat's face, which is how the disease got its name. PD grows in dark, damp, cold places. It attacks the bare skin of the bats while they are hibernating in a relatively inactive state. As it grows, PD causes changes in bats that make them become active more than usual and burn up fat that they need to survive during the winter. Bats with white nose syndrome may do strange things like fly outside in the daytime in the winter. So it's not just rabies that makes them do that. Where did white nose syndrome come from? Okay, biologists first saw sick bats and dying bats with white nose syndrome in 2007 in caves near Albany, New York. However, cave explorers in that area had taken a photo of bats with a white powder on their noses the year before, so white nose syndrome has been in North America since 2006. PD was unknown to science until it was found on North American bats. After that, researchers began looking for it elsewhere and found it on bats in Europe and Asia, where bats do not appear to get as sick from the fungus as they do in North America for some reason. We don't know how PD got here from where it's from. PD spores can last a long time on surfaces such as clothes, shoes, and outdoor gear, so even though people do not get white nose syndrome themselves, we can unknowingly move the fungus from one place to another. That is most likely where how PD found its way to North America. So no matter how it got here, white nose syndrome continues to spread rapidly across the United States and Canada, mostly through bat-to-bat contact. PD can also live in areas without bats, so bats can pick up the fungus from that environment too, and then of course they carry it back. I've included a screenshot of a spread map provided by whitenosesyndrome.org. I'm going to put it in the comments so you can see how it is currently affecting bats in North America as of October 2021. Okay, so how deadly is white nose syndrome for bats? White nose syndrome has killed millions of bats in North America. At some sites, 90 to 100% of bats have died. Several species are affected, and the hardest hit is the northern long-eared bat, the little brown bat, just like Myrrh, and the tricolored bat. Other species like the Virginia big-eared bat have been found with PD, but they don't show signs of being sick with white nose syndrome. There is no cure for white nose syndrome, but scientists from all over the world are working together to study the disease, how it spreads and infects bats, and what we can do to control it. Several experimental treatments, including a vaccine and making changes to bat habitats, are in progress and will hopefully lead to increased survival of bats from this devastating disease. I've also included a picture of a bat with white nose syndrome in the comments so you can see what it looks like. At any rate, I am happy to get a bit of info out there to people that may help our bat population, which is incredibly important as they keep the insect population under control. And but also they contribute to pollination, which we all know, what with problems with bees, is a big deal. So, at any rate, you can get your own copy of Myrrh the Christmas Bat, the new edition published by Pandemonium Publishing House, directly through my website, through the Pandemonium online shop, and other online stores like Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and soon Chapters Indigo. I'll leave links to my site and Pandemonium's online shop in the comments for you. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you watch live or if you watch the replay by typing live or replay in the comments. And of course, as always, let me know if you have any questions and I will try to get back to you as quickly as I can. Thank you so much.